All right, I'm back on this Baylor cylinder. I got a little setup here I'm showing you. I'm in here on a Sunday by myself, and I'm going to show you how I put this thing together and assemble it by myself. I got a little setup here. This thing's pretty heavy, and you don't just pick it up and slide it in. And I'm going to show you on this table here how I'm rigged this up. Okay, I got it in here. I got a little stand down here. Okay, and I've lubed this up generously. This particular piston seal is over $100. Okay, you don't want to cut that. So you got to be very careful when you're going over these threads in here. You'll see I got some on here, and then the never sees on the threads. I always do that so it doesn't lock up. Okay, now what it is, I have this little cylinder here to help manipulate it to get it in there. So I'm going to put this on my tripod and then show you how I do this. So take a watch. This is to show you, how one guy can do this by himself and what it takes to do it. Okay. All right. Let me go turn this pump on here. See if we can do this. It'd be very hard to do this if you had it on a table. You need to have, helping hands, basically. So, okay, I want to get it so we don't want the seal hitting the thread, so you want to watch that. I got this little jack here, I can raise it up. What'll happen, you'll cut that seal, and then you won't know it. You gotta be very careful. It's got a piston type deal on here. Okay, you can see, I want to get this in here. You want it going smooth, okay? We're clearing that. Okay, then watch out for this piston ring. You don't want to break that. Okay, now we're starting to get in there, so I can tell that I need to raise this up. There we go, see that? That helped it. You don't want to force this thing. This thing's heavy. This is a $10,000 cylinder to replace it. We do these quite often. This thing gets heavy use. There's two of them. Okay, you can see I got past the threads there. Want to take a look, use your inspection light, make sure nothing's cut. Okay, it's going in nicely. See that? I'm using hydraulics on the cylinder to push it in. Okay, now what I'll do, now that I got this started, let that off. Let's take these straps off. Okay, get these out of the way. Okay, let's take a look in here. We'll inspect it one more time. You always want to look, because that type of material on the piston, it's like an impregnated copper type seal. And you just want to make sure you don't cut it. It looks like it went in real smooth. Just double check. Okay, then we'll finish this off. And I'll push it in as far as I can. See, it just went in like that. Now, what I can do is I want to get it in a little further. I can use a mallet to knock this in and get it started, because I'm at the end of the stroke on pushing, but that was the main thing, getting it in there. And then we'll knock this over with a big mallet, and then I'll try to get the threads started. Okay, so you might see how hard this thing's got brand new seals in it. You can see here. Normally you could push that in, but I'm not at the end of my stroke. Now I'll get my chain wrench, and I might have to lift this up a little bit with the winch to get it level. Get this red so you want to make sure it goes smooth, and turn it in. And then we'll pin it with right here with the set screw when it's done, and then we'll go over to test it. Now previously over here I put a weld on here where it was leaking. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show you on this. Gives you an idea some of the equipment you may need or how you may have to do this. You could do it with a forklift and another guy helping you, but we kind of set this up so one guy can do this. You know, I set it up that way, so it makes it easier and people aren't standing around waiting. You know, and then I'm in here on the weekends. That's when I do most of the videos. But stand by. This gives you a little look at how we do that.